Hello and welcome back to this video. We are talking about what's new with the Centrify Agent for Windows in version 2017.3. In the previous videos, we showed you some of the self-service capabilities built into the Centrify Identity platform. How is that used with Windows and using the credential provider, so service password reset. And now we're going to shift gears. We're going to talk about Windows 10 MDM enrollment in the context of a bulk enrollment, right? So one of the capabilities that Windows has is the ability for a Windows 10 machine to be enrolled into a management system. And in this release, we allow for bulk enrollment, personalization, and when we do that, we extend the benefit of zero sign-on. In this video, it's going to be a little complicated because what I have is I have a system that is going to get the Centrify package deployed. I'm using group policy, but this could be done with SCCM, Altiris, any other software, Landesk, etc. And what I'm doing is I'm not pushing any group policies to it. There's an array of group policies that can be used to customize this because I want this system to actually be in zone mode. What that means is once the system is joined to the zone, I can enforce access control regardless of how strong the user is. Only authorized people can log in, and we can do secure privilege elevation. For this, I need to actually add the computer to the zone. Typically, in your scripts, you would have PowerShell prepare the machine for you ahead of time. So what I'm doing is I'm picking this Windows 10 machine now has been prepared to join the zone. And in here, what I'm going to do, notice that this doesn't have the forgot password here. This is going to be a visual cue to know that the Centrify agent is installed. All I'm going to do is do a reboot. I previously ran the GP update force command, and typically the GP is going to install the software once the machine reboots. So what we're going to do here is we're going to wait and pause until this machine actually comes back and install the software. Once it's up, we're going to test a few test cases quickly. The machine is restarting a second time. This is a good indicator that the software is being delivered. All right, so our system is back. If I click on it, notice that now I have a forgot password. This is pretty cool. That tells me that the system is ready. But let's look at the access control rules here first. So I'm going to go ahead and refresh. So this system, if I go show effective rights, these are only the accounts that can actually log in. Notice that notably accent is the domain administrator here. What it means is that even if I want to log in with a very strong user, I won't be able to do that because I'm not authorized to do so. So let me try and log in with this user. Actually, I mistyped the password. So notice that because of the rules, I'm being prompted for multi-factor authentication. So this should be a valid user. And let's go ahead and I'm just going to make my life real easy. So I'm going to use a security question here. Right? And what is the benefit that I'm getting here? By only allowing authorized users, and by the way, we could even try to log in with somebody else, which is going to make this testing very relevant. So how about we try with a very strong user? How about the domain administrator, right? Once you have Centrify in the system and it's joined to a zone, access is controlled based on the zone rules. So administrator. This guy should not be able to log in because we're enforcing access control at the Centrify level. So this is pretty cool. Another thing that we are supposed to be able to do is privilege elevation, right? So I should be able to launch a new desktop that allows me to securely execute privileged programs without having to, replay my password, right? You don't want that. But let's just say I wanted to event viewer, for example. I could just right-click on it, and if I open it normally, I shouldn't be able to do certain things, but I can run it with privilege, and this application is going to be securely run. So in here, how is the enrollment happening, right? When we actually did the actual installation of the software in the back end, notice that I had before no endpoints. So I'm going to refresh here. Notice now that I have a Windows 10 endpoint here, and it's defined as a corporate system, right? So let's take a look at the details here. Notice that I've been doing this for a little while, right? So it's some of the information. This is the activity, some of the details about the machine, location is not being reported, and the policy summary, kind of like a resultant set of policy. So, and this shows you that in a bulk enrollment situation, once you join the system using Centrify and you have it tied to an identity platform, we will be able to enroll that machine on behalf of the company as a corporate-owned machine. And in the next video, we will be showing you personalization and zero sign-on.